Welcome to GRCS project video series. This video is going to be presenting Shining Stats as a learning exercise for computer science and engineering students.
Okay, for my project, I created a program which is able to grab data out of the game Super Smash Bros. Melee, made by Nintendo, and it takes these statistics and exports them to a program on my computer, which they can then be processed further and be moved elsewhere. So the most basic functionality is just having the stats being sent to the client I built on my laptop. So if we start a game and I start fighting, below it'll show game 1 because this is the first game they're playing, and it'll also show what characters they're playing, and on the client itself it shows the kills, deaths, actions per minute, damage per minute, and suicides, but there's a lot more stats which are hidden inside, which can be accessed by other programs. So additionally, with the client, it can keep track of score of multiple games, and it'll keep a tally of who's in the lead. At the top right of the client is a URL to a website, and if we go over to a web browser, it will have the game also playing in real time, and the statistics on the website will update while the game is going. Additionally, I created an OBS plugin which you can take statistics and have them added to a live stream. So on the monitor to the right, you can see an example of the output. So my OBS plugin supports choosing which player you want the statistic for, the statistic itself, and you can write a format string for it. So for example, for the top one, I just wrote P1 space damage, colon, space, and then it automatically appends the stat to it. So this is useful if you just want to have some text around it and not just plain numbers. So this works by a multi-stage solution. So currently, I load the game into memory, and while that's happening, I look at all the function calls for jumping into reading the controllers, and I change the address of that to jump to a routine I created, and from there I would jump back to reading controllers so the game does not know what happened. In this routine, I collect all the variables from the game I want, and then send them out of the EXEI's port. So from there, it goes into a USB cable, which is hooked up to my laptop, which can then be read by my Shining Stats client. And this client also hosts a local server on the machine, which other programs can read from. So for example, the OBS plugin reads the statistics from the game, and you are able to export any statistic you want, and there's also some extra stuff for grabbing the ID so you can figure out what URL to browse the stats from. So additionally, the Shining Stats client also connects to a server remotely and uploads it so that it can be viewed on my website. My website just connects to that same server but is reading the statistics off. Currently, these statistics persist as long as the server is up, but if the server is restarted, they're forgotten. And for future improvements to this project, I can A, add more statistics, B, add more support for live streaming software. For example, XSplit is a popular one. And C, there's a few other tangent projects such as sending controller input into the game itself. I've experimented around a little bit with this, but haven't got that frame perfect yet. And additionally, it's also possible to take the inputs from the game itself, which I'm already doing to calculate actions per minute, and then send that to an emulator so that you can potentially set up a live streaming in high resolution while the players are playing on a regular console in the standard definition that can't be changed since it's a proprietary software and hardware solution by Nintendo. So I think that about wraps it up.
Thank you.